How would you tell a member of a community that they might be able to spot an informant?
Yo, we are going with 4K. I know exactly where you at, man, and what's good.
Well, hey, brother,
Talk to me and tell me what's good.
Hey, man.
What you need to get into.
So a little this on the side, a little that on the side, I get over it.
Yeah, bro. I see you send a text to see you there, man.
You just have to let me know
So I
what
want to
you're
know
doing.
if you organize with
Give me an
someone to
idea
take
what
you
you
there
want to
already.
do.
Or
And I can take
Big
this
dog,
right now.
4K. Yeah.
Hey, 4K. Ain't nobody's business but mine.
Hey, 4K. I did stop by and got a 2 pass for me and your wife. So whenever time, if you still want to go, no problem. We're still around and I did got 2 pass, one for me and one for your wife. So you know tonight is ladies' night.
Okay, I'm gonna get everything for you.
You need to get things straight, man. Not everyone is the same, man. 4K. I don't know what they told you, man. But you know that it is strictly music business.
Welcome to Like It Is. In an earlier program that we ran as a special 3-part series entitled A Decade of Struggle, we included an interview with a man who worked as an informer for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The name of the informant that we interviewed is Darthard, also known as Ed Ray, also known as Bill Perry, also known as Othello. He worked for the FBI as an informer who infiltrated various black organizations during the 1960s.
Rest in peace to Dr. Perry, even though he was a snitch. Died of old age way longer than he was supposed to live. In my world, if you tell, you supposed to get hit like in an instant. If you got sons, they going with you. But listen, now every nigga gon' be built for prison or to sacrifice himself for a code that he was given. If the feds put leverage on me, I won't even flinch. They could threaten me with injection, I still won't tell them shit. Flee the country in the morning, all my millions still intact. Every soldier I got with me choose to die before he rat. They got children, they got siblings, they still proudly stand on that. So this a hard conversation for any of them to have. It's a sensitive topic when informants don't get shot quick. I send my niggas down and teach them about the life of Doctor. We was born before our parents, he the snitch who would've got us. All my predecessors, he the one that got them locked up. It make me cringe myself to feel sympathy for him. Don't matter what charges they bring, I ain't getting extorted. You know how we get down, but right now that ain't important. And feeling bad for a snitch ain't the point of the story. Mr. Perry wasn't no gangster, wasn't cut from my fabric. Joined the army back then, niggas had no choice, they got drafted. Did a year in military, then he moved back to Cali. He loved reading Shakespeare, he wanna train as an actor. Scholarship to study theater, that's his only true passion. But on the first day of classes, the feds came and grabbed him. Said they need a familiar face in the community who could get close to niggas, they got under scrutiny. Doctor told him no, he a bookworm on some nerd shit. But they read his psych eval from when he was in service. The doctor said he claustrophobic, so much is debilitating. Since he was a kid, he had a fear of enclosed spaces. Plus he's sensitive and not the most effective soldier, so the army let him go home soon as his tour was over. But to the FBI, they knew all they had to know. If they threatened him with prison, they know that he gonna fold. When it come to candidates for ass that make a nigga go, Darthard like recording sound, he an artist in his soul. They had an agent sell him studio equipment someone stole. And when tuition came due, they blocked his scholarships too. He went to pawn the new machines, they busted him for the loot. They threatened him with 3 years, but they already knew to stay free, he'd agree to what they asked him to do. They ain't care, they made the rest of his life a living hell though. And since he loved the theater, they codenamed him Othello. Started out befriending niggas who would die for our kind, and sending them to die in prison to avoid doing time. I mean the BLA, the Panthers, and the list goes on. Real niggas who trusted they own, and it backfired on. But the part that's most important, Perry wasn't alone. 1,000 agents in LA, 10 informants of their own. Jailbirds, square niggas, church bras, bad hoes, fat or skinny, male or female, some young, some old, short or tall. Ain't no way you could identify them all. If every snitch died tomorrow, that's a lot of our blood. I don't feel bad for none of them, none of us should, but feel revenge for the feds in your hearts and your minds. Them crackers forced us to have to kill one of our kind.
Coming out of LACC from the school one day, I was met again by the same special agent. Again, I told him no, I was not interested. Told me that I should be interested because they could help me with a problem that I had. And I told him I didn't have any problems that I knew of. He said, oh yes, you remember the...
And so they threatened you with that?
Yes, they did.
Why didn't you stand up to that?
I called the probation office in Sacramento first. They told me a warrant was out for my arrest.
Back and forth and back to campus from the block. Live a nigga on the yard without question. I'm LNOTYWOQ. Went to college off financial aid, straight from the block. All the baddest bros on my dick off the top. Livest nigga on the yard without question. Breaking a whole heart, I can't stress him. Acting like she innocent, ain't got a lot of kickers. Through the visa, make it easier, ain't got a lot to get them. Perfect cover to go work abroad and really get to stepping. Now I got an alibi in case they really get suspicious. I ain't scared to go. By 25, I was a legend. When I get to heaven, they gon' put me in the section with the gangsters and warriors who started out as peasants. I can sit with niggas who pay ties to the reverend. Put me with my kin, I'd rather die than submit. Jonathan, George Jackson, and the San Quentin Six with Geronimo and Wesley Cook and Robert Hicks. Them track boys moving like the deacons for defense. I break niggas out of poverty, make whole families rich. I break niggas out of cell blocks, put families on the jet. Recruiting young shooters for the track boy army. Turning foreman on us, I won't even feel sorry. Turning foreman on us, I don't care if you family. Turning foreman on us, that's how deep this shit has to be. Yeah, I ain't done. Turn a foreman on us, I don't care if you blood. Turn a foreman on us, we gon' help raise your son. Turn a foreman on us, the best thing is to run. Turn a foreman on us, then we all took a L. Now every nigga built to withstand the threat of jail.
Did you have any particular fear of jail? Yes.
Some people got real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I'm so fun. Lord heavens above.
Steve-O crowned this beat.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human. That's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
I said I ain't in no game travel, holla yes you is. 2 years out the game and I ain't even touched the bread. Nigga, if you even knew half the shit we did. Ain't landed in no cell and won't never do a bit. Either Peregrine free or somewhere jerk chicken dead. In a ditch or a lake, bullet holes through our heads. No, don't send prayers when our souls upstairs. Send us traitors, Afrikaners, and some pink-toe feds. Supreme Court judges and whoever they don't wed. And so they know it's real, send out some of their kids. 9 times out of 10 a snitch, why he doing time? So don't just send us piss, send me what I most despise. Any nigga who be talking to him and ain't telling lies.
Coming out of LACC from the school one day, I was met again by the same special agent who said that he wanted to talk to me and the offer was still good about me working for him. Again, I told him no, I was not interested. Then told me that I should be interested because he could help me with a problem that I had. And I told him I didn't have any problems that I knew of. He said, oh yes, you remember the possession of stolen? I said, yeah, well that's summary probation, man. I just write a letter in every month. He said, oh no, that's not summary probation. It turned out it's a felony probation for 3 years, which means you have to report in every week. To bring it down to a nutshell, what happened? What happened was that as far as they were concerned, it was felony probation now. And if when you jump probation, that means they can put you in for the rest of the term of the probation, which came to about 2 years and 10 months. And so they threatened me with that. Yes, they did. Why didn't you stand up to that? I called the probation office in Sacramento first. They told me a warrant was out for my arrest and that I was going to jail. Did you have any particular fear of jail? Yes. I don't like to be shut in. I have a very, very dark fear of being shut up anywhere. How would they have known this? The only way they could have known that is from my psychological profile when I went into military intelligence, which they take on all people that work in military intelligence. So you bet, and you decided to go to work.
I said I ain't in no game travel, holla yes you is. 2 years out the game and I ain't even touched the bread. Nigga, if you even knew half the shit we did. Ain't landed in no cell and won't never do a bit. Either Peregrine free or somewhere jerk chicken dead. In a ditch or a lake, bullet holes through our heads. No, don't send prayers when our souls upstairs. Send us traitors, Afrikaners, and some pink-toe fed. Supreme Court judges and whoever they don't wed. And so they know it's real, send us some of their kid. 9 times out of 10 a snitch, why he doing time? So don't just send us pigs, send me what I most despise. Any nigga who be talking to him and ain't telling lies. R.I.P. to Draco, I fuck with the stinks. I be with real vatos, not none you latinx. Flew in 2 crash outs from south of Cartagena. They say the gals kick different than trying to do Chilinas. Won't ever do a bid or take no plea agreement. If I don't just run, that mean they put my feet in cement. R.I.P. to Nipsey, I fuck with the 60s. Nigga, I'm too wild, I won't die old and sickly. Them crackers probably someone of my own to come and get me. Like gas a nigga up to give me 5 right out the blicky. Nigga, keep your eyes out for the feds trickery. The day I stop thinking about them, that gon' be the end of me. Nigga, keep your eyes out for the feds trickery. The day I stop thinking about them, that gon' be the end of me. Got cribs in 3 different countries with no extradition treaty. I be long gone, way before they try to sentence me. One account in Hong Kong could float me till I'm 53. When I land in Cape Town, they scoop me up with plenty tree. Ain't worried about police here, they won't mess with me. A single band make 'em strand, ain't show no weaponry. Try to take my bread, go ahead, I ain't stressing them. It's gon' really tension when I hunt them down professionally. In my nightmares, I see niggas telling feds on me. In my nightmares, I see feds putting bread on me. You know how I'm coming, R.I.P. to Bunchy. Feds gon' probably pay one of my own to come and touch me. Then try and make it look like 4K just got so unlucky. The way I was raised, I can't let a cracker chump me. If they gas one of my own, to up it and then slump me. I hope all my friends and family, the ones that really love me, ain't finna stand around teary-eyed or noses runny. They gon' grab a K like I did and go ocho hunting. They gon' grab a gals like me and go ocho hunting. If they take me, you better take like 50 of them. Tears ain't never cool unless you really chopping onions. We chopping all their heads off and counting all this money. It's death to the feds, to the DAs and the judges. But a rat is something else that I just can't stomach. If it wasn't for a rat, ain't no way you could prove nothing. We allowed them to survive, our whole kind is finna crumble. R.I.P. to Darthard, should've never took that money. Should've faced your fears and did that 3 like it was nothing. Made every second of the rest of your life ugly. Died a peaceful death, you a rat who got lucky.
Did you ever suffer pangs of conscience? Quite a few times. Quite a few times. I still suffer pangs of conscience. I suffer from the fact that a lot of people trusted me and I misused that trust. I suffer from the fact that a lot of information that I gave out was the undoing of certain groups or certain people. I suffer from the fact that I'm on the run constantly.